everyone, it's your girl Michaela here with her first ever real voice video. And this video is just going to be me, me just, going on a rant and stuff, Just basically, me basically just, ranting into the camera or whatever, talking about what I like for who knows how long. I don't know how long this thing is going to be. Anyway, so the subject of this video today is Harry Potter. You know me, I love Harry Potter. I'm a Harry Potter fangirl. I love it. I think it's awesome. I love JK Rowling. She's the best. But some people don't really like Harry Potter like that, and that's cool. That's cool. That's perfectly fine. That is your human right to not like or like something. But some people take things too far. They're vicious. There's the most infamous vicious site of all against Harry Potter is this website called Death to Capslock on LiveJournal. It's a community on LiveJournal, and basically they're a bunch of Harry Potter haters and bashers who seem to take pleasure in just bashing JK Rowling and all the characters she likes and everyone who supports her. They like to think she's a narcissist, she's selfish, they hate her. They just say the most awful things about this woman. I'm not a white knight here, but come on, people. I mean, not only J.K. Rowling they bash, it's all the characters too. They're anti-Harry, they're anti-Dumbledore, anti-Weasley, basically anti-everybody who isn't Snape, really. And the only characters they like are the people who don't like the good guys. Those are the only characters they actually like. And Snape. Those are the only characters that they actually like. I mean, they just bash everybody else. They're anti-JK Rowling. And, they hate this woman so much, and for no reason. What the heck did she do to them? I'd really like to know. So they just really bash her and bash all the characters she likes because they claim she's so narcissistic and selfish and bad. And if you say one good thing about her on there, then they will attack you. Legit. They seem to be obsessed with the selfishness of everybody. I don't understand it, really. They want to compare, the freaking Wizarding World to the white supremacists because they didn't help the muggles. If somebody was killing me, I wouldn't help them either. Alright, back to the subject. Okay, now the main subject of this is the Dumbledore haters. Dumbledore's one of my favorite characters in the series. I love him. I think he's a great guy. He's awesome. But I can't acknowledge the fact that he's done some pretty screwed up things. Who hasn't done some screwed up things once in their life? And a lot of his decisions were necessary. People don't seem to want to admit that. I mean, the guy has some major flaws. Of course he does. But we love him anyway. Anyway, this is about the extreme Dumbledore haters. These people don't even be hating on him because of his legit flaws. They hate on the guy for things that aren't even his fault. They hate on him for stuff he didn't even do. They're just making stuff up, really, at any turn. The Death to Capslock fans, the Snape fans, they love to say, "Oh, it's all Dumbledore's fault that Snape became a Death Eater. It's not Snape's fault. It was the only reason Snape joined Voldemort is because Dumbledore didn't protect him." No, it's Snape's fault that Snape became a Death Eater. He wanted to be a Death Eater. So basically, there were no other options for this guy except to join the Wizarding KKK. Really? I mean, I am so sick of everyone else's crap being blamed on Dumbledore. I mean, yeah, he did mess up, but most of the hate he gets, he doesn't even deserve it. Everyone just blames him for all their favorite characters' problems, and it's ridiculous. It truly is. It really needs to stop. I'm so sick of them blaming him for Snape being a Death Eater, I mean, I was for real. And should Dumbledore have stopped the bullying? Should he have stopped James and Sirius from bullying Snape? Yes, he should have. He definitely should have done that. But I was a bullied child. I was bullied throughout my entire school career. Should I go off and join the neo-Nazis? No. Anyway, Number two, this was the stupidest one, I think. Like, this one, they love to, claim that, no, Albus slandered Aberforth's name with that ghost scandal and made the entire thing up. That's complete and utter bullshit, and I will give you a few reasons why. Number one, why would Dumbledore slander his own brother? I mean, yeah, they don't get along really, and I don't really blame Aberforth on that. I mean, come on, the guy has a legit reason, unlike all these Dumbledore bashers. And number two, that, you know, Aberforth was a member of the Order. He actually helped Albus. He was a spy. I'm like, okay, so, I mean, yeah, make up a scandal about one of your most important spies. That's gonna get him to want to do something for you. Number three, it's counterproductive to your own theory. Like, this is Albus we're talking about here, Albus. I mean, if he supposedly bashed Aberforth because he quote-unquote didn't want any competition to his greatness, why would he bash his own brother? Like, dude, you know how rich and influential people be telling their family members, don't do that, I don't want you in the paper ruining my family name. I mean, if one of your family members did something wonky and you're in a position of power and someone in your family screwed up, they're gonna start looking at you. Why would you want that attached to your name? I mean, and they say like, oh, Albus just undermined his brother at every chance he get. He made sure his brother didn't count in school, in society, in the family. No. So you think this little 8 or 9 little boy like just wants to go destroy his brother, just ruin his brother's life at every turn? I mean, a little kid, really, especially ever after his baby sister got attacked. I mean, their lives are already screwed up. And if Albus was so determined to see Aberforth fail, I mean, the guy wouldn't, after their mom passed away and everything, Albus wouldn't have made his brother go back to school to begin with. If he was so determined to keep Aberforth out of competition of his greatness, he wouldn't have made Aberforth go back to Hogwarts. He would have let him drop out to take care of Ariana. But no, he didn't do that. But no, he made his brother go back to school while he took care of Ariana. I mean, yeah, he did an okay job for a few weeks, and the Dumbledore Bashers love to leave that part out. I mean, where Aberforth says Albus did okay for a few weeks, and then he became a crappy brother. All right, and then there's another theory before I get into the second part of what people blame Dumbledore for that they shouldn't. There's another little theory that says, oh, Albus murdered his sister on purpose so that he could go and conquer the world with Gellert. Okay, one problem there. So Albus would go and conquer the world if he killed Ariana. So how are you going to proceed to kill somebody to conquer the world and then not go conquer the world? You feel me? Like, what sense does that make? The second thing that most of the hardcore other thing that Dumbledore bashers love to use is the Sirius Black trial. Like, oh, Dumbledore should have known that Sirius was automatically innocent. He should have known Sirius would never betray James. Shut that crap up. I mean, it's not Dumbledore's fault. It's Pettigrew's fault that Sirius got framed. But you kind of Dumbledore does carry a little bit of the blame there because as head of the Wizengamot, he should have made sure Sirius got a fair trial. He should have made sure of that. He should have said, like, they could have used any magical means at their disposal to determine Sirius's innocence, but they didn't. So, yeah, Dumbledore was kind of at fault for not getting Sirius a fair and legal trial. That is a perversion of justice. But to say that he should have automatically known that Sirius was innocent, no, because you never truly know a person, okay? A person can change on you. They can turn on you at the drop of a dime. Like, as Albus experienced with Gellert. He thought Gellert was oh so wonderful, although he did see, like, the tendencies and chose to ignore them. But you know, Dumbledore knows from experience that friends can just turn on you. They can turn on you. And so should Dumbledore have secured Sirius a trial? Yes, he most definitely should have. But should he have known right off the bat that Sirius was innocent? No. Dumbledore bashers love to use this one. They love to say, oh, Dumbledore's a hypocrite because he didn't trust himself with power, but he got himself in positions of power as headmaster of Hogwarts or whatever. He just wants power with no responsibility. I'm like, look, no insult to anybody at all, but like, come on, no insult to people who have like lower class jobs because like, shout out to y'all. Y'all work hard. Y'all deal with so much crap every day and people make fun of you, but shout out to y'all. I'm just using this because a lot of people like to use this as a comparison, so no offense. Like, this is Dumbledore we're talking about. Is he supposed to be Albus Dumbledore, part-time line cook at Popeyes, or freaking flipping burgers at McDonald's or some crap? Again, no offense. Anyway, they love to say that Dumbledore just wants power with no responsibility. So, being the head of Wizarding Britain's only school and being in charge of the war effort against the freaking wizarding Nazis, wizarding neo-Nazis, those positions have no responsibility. That's not a crap load of responsibility on that man's shoulders. That's not okay. I get it. And guess what? When something goes wrong in that school, when something goes wrong at Hogwarts, guess who they blame? Dumbledore! That's the first person they go to blame. I mean, when something goes wrong, you do blame the person in power. And yeah, Dumbledore didn't always do a good job, really, of keeping the school safe. That I will admit. I will admit that sometimes he was kind of effing up there. And I get why some people would say that's a little hypocritical there, but even though he's headmaster of Hogwarts, you're still a teacher. You don't have a ton of political power. You really don't have a lot of political clout, which is, I think, what he's trying to say, but he is Dumbledore, come on. But I can get why people see a little bit of hypocrisy there. I sometimes see it myself. But I think being a teacher, you don't really have much political ground. And, like, there is no, even though he has all these titles, there's no canonical proof that these are nothing more than ceremonial positions. Like, we don't even know what a Supreme Mugwump is, really. Oh wait, my bad. It's the head of the International Confederation of Wizards. I forgot. Okay, but I think the power that Dumbledore does have, like, he's quote unquote safer because he didn't take the office of the minister, because the minister can just pretty much do what he wants, really. But the positions of power that Dumbledore does have, it's checked by other people. There are checks and balances. He doesn't have any power besides what his mates choose to allow him. So he can't really abuse his power because there are other people there to keep him in check, really. And that's really all I can say about that subject. And the dumbest one of all, well, the second dumbest one of all after the Aberforth thing, that Lily and James were set up to die by Dumbledore. Where is the sense in that? Like they said, Dumbledore set them up because he wanted a chosen one. That makes no sense. Look, this is Dumbledore we're talking about. He doesn't take huge risks like that. He takes huge risks, but he makes sure that there's some sort of fall plan. Look, Voldemort could have said, "Screw my promise." He could have killed Lily without giving her a chance to step aside. He could have killed Lily, James, and baby Harry. Like, he could have just iced all three of them. And he couldn't have even gone there himself. He could have just set Bellatrix or one of his other Death Eaters to go off the Potters. Like, there are so many ways this could have gone wrong, and Dumbledore wouldn't have taken a risk like that. It would have been detrimental to his quote-unquote evil plan. And another thing is the Dursleys. Like, yeah, I admit, Dumbledore should have done something, anything at all, like, to try to stop this. He should have did something, but there really wasn't much the man could do. I mean, he can't Imperious them. He can't have them arrested because they're the reason that Lily's blood protection is staying in place. He can't really have them removed from the house or remove Harry from the house. They could have moved anywhere and continued abusing Harry that way. I mean, yeah, I admit, he should have tried to do something, but there really wasn't much that he could do. Alright, closing out. Back to Dumbledore and power. I will admit that, yeah, sometimes it is a little bit hypocritical that he can't trust those positions of power, and he does power anyway. But I think the thing is, like, he doesn't want to abuse power. He's scared of what power can do to him. But he is the most powerful wizard in the world. And so, like, he has to make a lot of big decisions. Even if he wasn't in these positions, the same people who would get on him for having quote-unquote too much power were the same people who would get on him if he just didn't do crap. Like, I think that Dumbledore, like, he really doesn't want to abuse power. He's scared of what power will do to him, but at the same time, he's so much smarter than everyone else that he feels like he has to make these decisions for the good of the world. Like, he he wishes he could be more like Harry. Like, he tries to be more like Harry, but he knows he can't be. Like, he knows he's not a bad man, but he has a lot of flaws and makes a lot of bad decisions. And so he wishes, he says to Harry so many times that he is the better man and that Dumbledore admires and respects Harry so much. And this is the very last note before I close out. Dumbledore and Snape. I don't really like Snape as a character that much, but I gotta give the man his props. I mean, he did risk his life for the Order time and time again, constantly putting his life on the line to help the war effort to protect Harry, even though he was a douche to Harry, a big douche to Harry, for no reason, but he still did protect him, and you gotta give the guy his props for that. Dumbledore and Snape's dynamic. Everyone's like, oh, Dumbledore used his guilt in that, oh, Snape couldn't move on from Lily because Dumbledore wouldn't let him. Snape chose not to move on from Lily. I mean, like, yeah, I will admit, Dumbledore was a bit of a douche to the guy. Like, Doubles, come on, this guy is helping your war effort, risking his life. You could be a tiny bit nicer to him, but you gotta admit. And while Dumbledore's treatment of Snape could use a little work, I will admit that. Doubles wasn't the nicest to Snape. But I don't get when people are like, oh, Dumbledore obviously didn't care about anything except his plan. He didn't care about people. He only saw them as pawns. The only thing he cared about was proving himself and using them for his own ends. Did Dumbledore use people? Yeah, to an extent. Did he sacrifice people? Sometimes, but never willingly. Well, I guess not all the time. But did he sacrifice and use people? Sometimes, but come on, so did every other war leader in history. I mean, yeah, the guy's done a lot of shady things, and he's a bit of a douche sometimes, and he's shady as heck. He really is. But I don't get why people choose to paint him as this evil mastermind that just wants to ruin everybody's lives and just wants to take pleasure in watching other people suffer. Because he's not like that. I mean, yeah, the guy's a little effed up, but he's not just this evil, malevolent overlord or some crap like that. Like, I just don't get it, really. And people just need to stop blaming the man for stuff that he really didn't do. This is going to be the first in a series of videos I'm making. Next up is I will be addressing the hatred of James Potter and the Marauders. Talk to y'all later. I'm out.